Hello there, I am here to do a makeup tutorial using my Seint makeup. This is going to have to be a short one because my baby is going to wake up any moment. I have her monitor beside me, and so hopefully she doesn't scream during this. So I'm just going to jump right in for this one. I only have I put my fake eyelashes on, and that's all I have on my face right now. I like to put this on as a primer at the moment. It's a Bare Minerals tinted hydrating cream. It has my SPF in it, SPF 30. And it just has a little bit of a tint, so it doesn't affect the makeup at all, but it does. I like how it makes me feel moisturized and it doesn't make me break out. And it has the SPF. I'm gonna try to look in the right location when I do this video. For me to see myself, my eyes go this way because I'm doing this in my phone. But for me to be looking at you, I have to look over a different way, but then I can't see myself. So if I'm not looking at you, that is why. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm gonna just use, I have 3 brushes I'm gonna use today. Really, with this makeup, you can do a whole look even with one brush, especially with specific brushes. I have gathered, I believe now, all the brushes that we sell, but I'm going to be doing videos using different brushes all the time. So these are just what I'm going to do today. This is going to be super fast. So I will get started. Okay, so Seint makeup comes in these little palettes. You can see here all your makeup. These are my shadows and eyeliner. All my makeup is in one spot. It has really made my life a lot more organized as far as makeup goes. I don't have a bunch of stuff anymore and digging through to find everything. So it really also saves me time on the fact that I just open and go. Or if I need to take it, I can just take it and take a brush or 2 or 3 or whatever and be on my way. So first, what we do is contouring, which contouring was new for me when I started using this makeup. I had never done contouring before. It always seemed really daunting, so I didn't even really want to try. And ever since I've been using this, it's a piece of cake. So the thing with Seint makeup is that it's supposed to be one layer of makeup, not a bunch of stuff caked on. I always feel like I have no makeup on it. You know, it doesn't rub off. I really love it, how it feels on my skin. So it might look a little bit funny before I blend things in, so just be prepared. I remember when I first started watching people do these tutorials, I was like, she's looking like a clown, but it all looks beautiful in the end. Okay, so first I'm using this brush. It's flat, and this is for my contouring, so I'm just tapping it into my contour color. And your contour goes basically wherever you would want to see a bit of a shadow. So I have a bigger forehead, so if you contour your forehead, it makes it appear smaller, so I always do that. And also you can put it on your cheeks here, your jawline, and down your nose. It'll help your nose to look thinner too. So even if you already have a thin nose, people still do it because it still just makes it look like a beautiful nose. All right, so I'm going to start by putting this here. Basically what you do is, if you don't know where to put this on your cheek, you can take your finger, move it down where you feel your cheek bone go in. That's where you want to place this. Looks pretty weird, right? Just for now. But you can see how that kind of gives me some definition already. So, oh, sorry. I have to get used to making these videos. I'm not normally one to record myself or take a bunch of pictures of myself or anything. So this is a little different for me, but I love it so much that I'm not going to be afraid to do it. So, all right, so I did my cheeks. Gonna do my forehead. I'm looking in my palette here to do this because I can't get over how when I'm looking in my phone, I'm not looking at you guys. Okay. There we go. I don't like to do a whole lot right here because you don't really want it to look like you have like a beard growing. So I did just dab it a little bit, but a lot of times I'll just use what's left over on my brush. So you want to just kind of form your jaw. You can see how that's already giving me more of a defined look here. And I have some, is it hyperpigmented skin? Right now I'm gonna sound like a dodo because I'm not saying it right, but my skin has like weird coloring all over. Like I could see that was dark already, kind of, just because my skin is wacky. So you can do it there. Some people do it here. And you just kind of blend it in like that. Okay, now I'm going to leave that like this. I'm going to take my first highlight color. There's two highlight colors that I will often recommend for people. This is what always was recommended to me. One, the highlight color is basically what we call foundation. So it's your main foundation color. We call that highlight. So I have two. I have one that's more my skin tone, and then I have a lighter one, which I will put here in my eyes, down my nose, kind of like in your T. I'll put it here and I'll put it here. So first I'm going to do my darker color. And one thing about these tins is that it's really hard to just go to the website and figure out which one you would be, because they're basically formulated differently for different types of skin. And that's why you have an artist like me, who I have been trained on how to color match these colors to you so that it works for your skin perfectly. A lot of them have color correctors in them also. So if you have redness, there's some that have the colors that would help get rid of the redness and so on. So this is my color. This is called Sandy. This is the one I use right now, usually when I'm a little more tan. I just got back from the beach and I didn't get as tan as I usually do. I just realized I don't have earrings in. Now I'm gonna put them in because that drives me nuts. I have my little second hole, but I don't have this one, because I feel like a little bit naked without earrings in. Okay, there we go. Back to the makeup. I'm just dabbing a little bit. A little bit of this goes a long way. You don't want it to be caked on at all. I'm trying to purposely leave it a little like that so you can see how good it looks once we blend it. But you'll see, like right here, I get red. So often it is best to tap this instead of rubbing it. Right here I just rubbed it a little bit, but my makeup doesn't usually get stuck in my forehead here. But everywhere else that your makeup, you don't want it to look smeared. So you just tap it. Okay, and then when I don't have that much of this left on here, I will typically rub it a bit under my eyes before I do the second highlight color. There's literally so many ways to do this makeup that is a part of why I like it and why I'm so obsessed with watching people put it on. I could just literally watch for hours because there's different techniques. There's ways you just put it on with your finger, put dots everywhere, and then blend it all in. I'll have to do that sometime, but I don't want to start off like that. It might freak y'all out a little bit. Okay. I have to look in here because my eyelashes are not glued. They're magnetic from Amazon. They're like my favorite thing ever. If you know me well, you know I love my magnetic eyelashes. Okay, so that is my first color. It looks a little funky. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in now. So just a little bit. You don't want to rub it all the way off. I'm gonna blend it. It'll get more blended in once I put my bronzer on here in a second. Okay, so you can see that's a little more blended. Then I'm going to take this brush, which has, I didn't clean it. This is from yesterday. Has two ends. One thing I love about these brushes is that all of them have two, or like 2 in 1. You get 2 brushes on one. And they're amazing brushes. The best also I've ever used. And so this is one of my favorites. This side is for bronzer or blending. I use it for bronzer. And this I use for blush. I hear my little babe stirring around, so I better get going. Okay, so I'm tapping into my bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. You can tell I use it all the time. But this bronzer has lasted me, I think I've only had to purchase it one time after my first time, because this makeup lasts forever. It's so affordable and you don't have to be replacing it all the time. So, okay, bronzer, put it on my cheeks, put it wherever you would get sun, where you want to look bronzed. My forehead, you can see it's starting to blend those colors in. A little bit more. I already love how this looks. Easy peasy. Haven't even done the rest of it. I often will put a little bit here. All depends on what your skin is looking like at the time. But I like to just brush it down my neck. Okay. Now I'm all bronzed. Now what I'm going to do is, this is the brush that I used to do my main highlight color. I used this bigger side, and I'm going to flip it over and use this smaller side for my second highlight color, which is what brightens my face up. Let's see. So I often will do it. I mean, I have dark circles under my eyes, so I always just try to cover those suckers up. And you can see, as I knock myself in the, okay, so you can see the difference between this eye and this eye. This side of my face just looks brighter right here. This side, not so much. Not yet, until right now. And you just tap, 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 because that helps it not to get smeared, and it also helps the makeup to go like into your skin better. Okay, so that is bright. Oh, I forgot to contour my nose. Well, now I'll just go back to it. That's where it's so easy. I don't have to get anything else out. I just pick up a different brush. It's in my same palette. So now I'm just going to go back into my contour before I put my highlighter on my nose. I like to do this. And basically you just go on the ridge of your nose. Some people use their fingers. I feel so weird that I'm not looking straight ahead, but I got to figure that out. Like I said, I'm new to this videoing myself. So weird, but all right. See, it already looks more slim, doesn't it? All right, then, so that's the contouring of my nose. There's different ways to do that too, but that's how I'm doing it today. All right, and then I'm going to just tap my finger into my light color and rub it in the middle of that contour. Just realized I also don't have my wedding ring on. I have eczema on my finger, my ring finger and my pinky. So I took it off, and now I feel, had no earrings, no wedding ring. Not going anywhere today. Actually, I'm gonna go pick up something from Target, but I stay in my car. Okay, so then I'm taking this brush again, using the bigger side, and I'm just gonna kind of tap and brush down. I don't want it to go away, so you can see it's still there. I'm not left-handed. Okay, there we go. You can see it's nice and blended. Except for I want to put a little more of this. Bada bing. I'm going to take this brush again, and I'm going to use the smaller side. Tap it seriously so light in the makeup. That's why it lasts forever. I'm going to brighten up right here. You can already see just how that little bit, I just kind of brush it a little. That little bit just helps so much. I'm gonna do it here and on my chin. Okay, then I'm gonna take the one I used the bronzer for and just kind of blend. One other thing that's awesome about this makeup and brushes is that when you're not dabbing it in the makeup just sits lightly on your brush, so you can, like, I could just easily pick that up and I'm not going to get more bronzer everywhere. Now that I have all my lightening on, the lighter color on, my contouring, my bronzer, now I'm going to do my blush. So I'm going to take the blush brush side of this and tap it in my blush. Sometimes this blush can go on and it can be like, whoa, this color in particular, I haven't used this color until I got my artist kit, and but then when it blends in, it looks really nice. But I guess I'm a little heavy-handed with it because some of the colors just go on. Oh look, I'm doing better. Some you are not so vibrant. This one's kind of a vibrant one. As you can see, it looks bright and it's cream, of course. Here we go. All right, I love these blushes so much. They're actually called lip and cheek colors. I'm calling it a blush, but it's called lip and cheek because you can use it for your cheeks and for your lips. So then I'm just going to take my finger and put some on my lips. Some people even use them for eyeshadow. Well, I got a little carried away. Oh, I forgot that you can also contour your lip. As you can see, that just made my lips look a little more plump. And you can also do the top, but I'm not doing all that today. Okay, now I am going to do my eyebrows. I right now use an eyeshadow called Trust. It is this color. That's what I use for my eyebrows. And the brush I'm using is not a Seint brush, and I don't like it at all. My Seint eyebrow brush is in the mail on the way to me because I didn't want to use this anymore. Okay, so I just got some of the eyeshadow. I'm going to first just do the bottom here. I like more of a natural looking brow, personally. on my face. Okay, so I really just quickly brush it on. And I think that looks way better than that one. That one you can see through. It also has some makeup on it, but this looks more defined. I like that. Tap it back in my powder. I also use this eyeshadow obviously as eyeshadow for a smoky type eye. All right. Okay, there we go. That'll do with my brush that I don't like. Maybe next video I'll have my Seint brush. Okay. Now, the last thing I'm gonna do, or last two things, because I'm in a hurry, I'm not gonna do like an eyeshadow look today. I'm just going to I'm gonna use the other end of this brush that I use for my contouring. This end can be used for like under your eye, concealing blemishes, lots of other things. But I am going to use this today just to do like a eyeshadow across my eye. So I'm going to take this shimmery color right here. I love this color so much. And I'm just gonna brush it on so quickly. I love all of our eyeshadows. Are so beautiful and will last you forever. The only time I've had to purchase new is when I was walking out of my house and dropped my entire palette on my pathway to my front door, or away from my front door. And I'm pretty sure I cried because I had just bought like 5 new eyeshadows and a bunch of them broke. So it was a sad day. All right, now I am gonna go in illuminator. So what we call illuminators, or what other makeup lines will call a highlighter, that's just like a place that highlights your skin. So I like to put it on my cheek, down my nose, and here at my Cupid's bow. And often I will put another color in here, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to do, since I didn't really do much eyeshadow. So this is a cream illuminator. There is powder illuminator as well. Today I'm using this cream color. It's called Pearl. It's really beautiful. And I'm just gonna use my finger, brush it on, and you can just see how, I hope you can see on the video actually, it just adds like a beautiful pearly something that when I move it, I shimmer. Not really shimmer because it's not glittery, but there we go. And then I'm going to run it down my nose. And put it on my Cupid's bow. All right. Now, I am going to take a perfector sponge. I was forgetting what it was called. And you just get this wet under the sink, just squeeze it out, use a towel and squeeze it out. I'm sure you guys, if you, well, maybe not. I never used one until I had this actually. So I'm just gonna lightly do this because I often will do it before I put my illuminator on, but it helps blend and also pick up any makeup, like if you put too much in one place, it will pick it up. Oh, I'm also going to put a little illuminator on my lips, a little shine. Okay. And the very last thing that I always do is spray our Stay Spray on. It helps to keep your makeup on all day. I notice a huge difference when I don't put it on with me, because especially now when it's so hot out, I will sweat a lot. I'm kind of like get hot easily anyways. Or if I'm at our salon, I'll get very hot too. So I love to use the Stay Spray. Unfortunately, I had to order a new one because mine is gone. Bad timing for my first makeup video, but that should be here any day now. So I normally would just spray that on. It feels a little bit wet. You just go like this and your makeup will last all day. All right, so that is it. I think it looks a lot better than when I started. And this is what I would consider natural for me, I guess, even though I have fake eyelashes on. I don't have like funky eyes or anything, just a simple, and I don't have a bright lip, which I will wear sweatpants and still put a red lipstick on. So that's just how I am. Thank you for watching. And how this works with Seint is, if you are interested in this makeup, you will just send me a selfie of yourself with no makeup on. I can send a little graphic that tells you exactly how to do it. You stand like 3 feet away from window with the sun coming in, hold your arm out, take a selfie, like 000 makeup. I don't care what you look like without your makeup on. I was just on this video without my makeup on, so that's a big deal. So anyways, send me a selfie. You can DM me or text me if you have my phone number, and send me that makeup free selfie, and then I will color match you to the colors that will look beautiful on your skin. And then I have a link that you can go to and you can purchase the colors. With the palettes, when you spend money on the 10s, you get a credit towards the palette. So I've always gotten free palettes because I just get enough to cover a palette. The palettes start at like $15, I think. And the big ones that artists use are the like 40, but around there, but nobody would need that. I don't even have that yet. But so for about $20 or $20 to $25, you can get a good palette that can fit all your makeup in, especially as you start off. But trust me, if you're anything like me, you will love this makeup and you will keep adding and adding, and then you'll need a bigger palette, because I just think it's so fun and it's really affordable. The tins for your face are $14. That's it. The eyeshadows are $12. And like I said, this makeup will last you months and months and months. So it's worth every penny to me. So thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, I also would love to hear some ideas of what you guys would want me to show you with the makeup, different looks or whatever. This makeup is good for all skin tones, all ages. It's just awesome. So DM me or text me if you would like me to color match you, and I will get you color matched and help you, and I can teach you how to apply it more in depth. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos. So all right, guys, well, have a wonderful day, and thanks again for watching. Bye.